Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we'll be talking about tuples. So like list only, tuples are also used to store multiple variables in a single variable. Oh, sorry, multiple values. Sorry, multiple values in a single variable. Okay, so these value again can be of same data type or different data type. Okay, now the main difference between tuple and list is कि tuples are unchangeable. Okay, they are ordered just like list, but they are unchangeable. Okay, okay. So before moving on to the tuple, let me tell you the difference between list and tuple, like how you can uh, answer to this question when asked in the interviews. Actually, I have been asked this question a lot of times. So there are only two main differences. So not differences, but yeah, we can say differences. Okay. So yeah, so lists are mutable. That is, they are liable to change. Okay, but tuple on the other hand are immutable. That is, they cannot be changed once defined. By defined I mean when you have assigned a you know tuple, then it cannot be changed. So like the other differences are just what I can say, children of the first point, like children of this first point only. So yeah, it allows addition of new elements, does not allow addition. Okay, and third we can say, like again, removing of element is possible. Over here, removing of element is not allowed. Okay, next let's talk about how to define a tuple. So tuple is defined using these brackets, round brackets. Okay, so if you see a variable with collection of elements, ठीक है, inside round brackets, okay, you can instantly tell कि this is a tuple variable. Okay, now let's as I said कि the tuples are immutable, right, that they cannot be modified. Okay, but sometimes, like what if we need to add an element in a tuple, ठीक है, how we can do it? Oh, sorry, add an element. Okay, so how can I add an element in a tuple if it is not, we cannot modify a tuple once created? So there are two tricks to do that. First, convert the tuple to list. Okay, so I told you about the casting, right? We can change one data type to another. So similar case, we can change tuple to list, then append the item, and then again convert that particular variable to a tuple. Okay, so how it will go? I'll take t as my tuple 1. Oh, sorry, need to take care of these brackets 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now I'll just use a and I convert this tuple into a list. Okay, then I will add an element 5. Okay, and then I convert this again to a tuple. Okay, so this tuple, if you print it, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Now the second trick to do this is concatenate the tuples. So if I have a tuple t 1, 2, 3, 4 and I need to append 5 to it, I'll just create a new tuple. Wait, I'll just use new t as a variable name. This is an underscore and do this, and then I just need to do t plus equals to new t, and if I now print t, I will get 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is how you can add an element in a tuple. So this is a very I'll call this particular thing is a very costly to do, because you are first converting into a list and then into a tuple, then appending and then converting it back to a tuple. So this is somewhat time consuming as well if you are looking into more of appending like 10,000 values to a tuple which already had 1 lakh values. Okay. Now next we will be talking about removing the element. Okay. So removing an element from a tuple like is same as adding an element, just the first part. So converting it into a array. Give this a second. Converting element, converting tuple to a list. Okay, so similarly 1, 2, 3, 4, this is my tuple. I'll convert it into a list. Okay, and then I'll remove an element, let's suppose 2, and then convert it back to tuple. Okay, and now if I try to print t, I will get 1, 3 and 4. Okay, next step is the del keyword. So you can't like remove the element, okay, but you can use it to delete the entire tuple. So if you have a tuple t, just do del t and it will remove the tuple completely from the memory. Okay. So similarly, if you want to change the value of tuple, you can use this method as well. So for that as well, convert into list and make the changes. Okay, so whatever action you want to do on a tuple, you have to first convert it to a list and then perform the action. Okay, but apart from addition deletion, sorry, I should not type this. Apart from addition deletion, the accessing accessing the values in a tuple, it can be done like accessing values in tuple, it can be done using indexing. So if I have a tuple t 1, 2, 3, 4, if I do print t of 0, it will give me 1 as an answer. Okay, so you don't need to worry about accessing the elements. And similarly print t 1, 2, 3, okay, I will be 0, 1, 2 and 3 will be the answer. Okay, next one thing that I would like to talk about is this is the 4th and this is the 5th. Okay, next thing I would like to talk about is unpacking the values in tuple. Okay, so this is your tuple a, b, c, all string. So if I want to unpack these values, okay, I would just do a, b, c. I will introduce new variables and just do t. So Python is a smart language, and if we do this, it will directly map a to b, b to a to a, small a, b, capital B to small b, and capital C to small c. And if I do print a, it will give me a, small a. Okay. Similarly, print capital B, it will give me small b, and for the C as well. Okay. Fine. Now, like if you have a lot of values in your tuple, right? If it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 100, and you don't know, like sometimes you won't know the length of it. So what you can do is you can use the asterisk symbol and then name a variable and then pass the tuple to it. Okay. And now when you will print a, you will get a list of all the number till 100. Okay. But if I knew that I had at least 3 values, right? Minimum of 3 values with me, not at least, minimum of 3 values. So I can introduce a, b and asterisk c, and then I can introduce it to a tuple. Okay. Now if I do print a, I will get answer as 1. For print b, I will get answer as 2. And for print c, I will get answer as a list from 3 to 100. Okay. Okay, so one more thing while using this unpacking is that if there are more values in tuple and you are using less values for unpacking. Okay, what happened? Okay, so like let's suppose the tuple is 1 to 100. Okay, 1, 2, 3 up to 100, and you are just using a, b, c and d and doing this. Okay, so it will throw an error. So and the error will be too many values to unpack. Well, I don't remember the exact name of the error, but this is exactly what it will say. Okay. Exact definition of the error. This will be the definition of the error. Okay. Okay, so there are 2 more things. One is joining that we read in the list. Okay, and before we move on to other thing, so joining are as same as the list. So you just need to make sure that tuple 1 that you are trying to join with tuple 2, first of all they both should be tuple, like okay, and yeah, actually that's it, and just store it in this variable like this, and you can print tuple and you will get the consolidated answer of the 2 tuples. It will be joined together obviously. Next I will post, this is 6th and this is 7th. Okay, so next we'll be talking about the loop. Again, it is similar to list. You just need to loop over for I in range length of t. Okay, print t of I, and you will get the element and that particular index I. Okay, I think that's more about it. So for reading purpose, I'll give you a count, and I think there's an index. There are these 2 methods of tuple. So I'll just give you a brief introduction about this. The count variable is used to count occurrence of element in the tuple, and index, it will give the index of particular element in the tuple. Okay, you can read more about this. I think there will be a lot of online resources, so I would prefer that you like read it from the Python documentation itself, but yeah, whatever suits you. So yeah, this is more about tuple. If there yeah, so I think this is it for this lecture. So if you guys have any issues or like the way of explanation is not suiting you, please provide your suggestion in the comment section. I would be happy to improve myself. Apart from this, please do subscribe to my channel and do share it with the like more and more audience, so that whoever needs to learn about Python can learn about it from here. Rest, I think that's fine. Okay, so yeah, okay, I'll see you in the next lecture, guys. Bye, have a good night.